Hello, dear friends. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask, act. Action will define you. Thomas Jefferson. Opinion piece. Collective uplift. The fight is not over. Increasing frequency. All is in divine order. New purpose for Earth. The corridors are quiet. Full disclosure authorized. The harvest has been prepared. The dark side is destroying itself. Let's start. We are about to experience a collective galactic ascension according to Aurora Ray. This is not just a personal matter. It is the ascension of our solar system, of Earth, and of this beautiful blue jewel we call home. We are about to enter a golden age. It will be an age of enlightenment, and it will be an age of great peace and prosperity for all life in our galaxy. The Federation is a group of over 200 civilizations from our galaxy, the Andromeda Galaxy, and many star systems in between. Some of their members are humanoid, and others are of different species. The purpose is to protect the Galactic Codex and all human beings and rights, and to prevent the suffering of any benevolent species. They are a group of entities that have evolved on many different planets throughout this galaxy. They have come together in an attempt to assist humankind in its ascension process. They have a council here on Earth, those who have ascended, who will assist them with this ascension process and teach everyone how to love one another and how to forgive one another for all past hurts that have occurred. As you ascend, you may become more aware of your energy field and even the energy fields surrounding other people. You may also become more aware of the largest field of all, the one that surrounds your planet. This field is called the etheric plane of zero field. This field is a matrix of pure potential, a matrix in which information can be stored but not yet manifested into form. It is sometimes referred to as the Akashic Record, the great library of knowledge. As you become more connected to this field, you can access the information it contains and apply it in ways that are for your highest good. The etheric plane is also known as the fourth chakra or Heart Center, which collects energy from all the other chakras and sends it to its center through the central channel of the spine. The chips will help you open your heart chakra and send you energy to its center so that you can receive information from the higher realms. The ascension will occur with you, all of you, individually. There are many different ascension scenarios that each of you can fulfill depending on your free choice of experiences, missions and lessons that need to be fulfilled before you enter the fifth dimension. As you hold this intention for yourself, know that you are supported by multiple dimensions working in conjunction with your free will decisions. You are also supported by a spiritual team who hold this intention for you. The ascended people have made a conscious decision to visit the ships. The ships are enormous in size, more so you can imagine. The closest thing you could compare them to would be the aircraft carriers on Earth. They are so massive that they can materialize and dematerialize at will. They are called etheric ships and are used for interplanetary travel. They use hypervelocity technology. These ships are not physical spaceships in the conventional sense, but energy ships comprised of all intelligence force field that uses torsion fields to warp space-time. Allies use these ships as a means of rapid transportation throughout the galaxy. These ships are also used to transport personal supplies to planets that don't have technology capable of propelling through the warp. In some cases, the ship serves as floating hospitals and disaster relief centers, using their advanced technology to treat patients and help rebuild devastated wells. Once you board the ship, you no longer need to eat. They use the golden light as a food source. They also create showers of light, which are like waterfalls of light to drink from. The body can be reshaped in any way one desires, but it generally stays in the same form as it was on Earth, as there is not much need to change it. Earth will ascend to the ships, and you will have all this beauty at your disposal. You will have incredible technologies that no one knows about now. This is why you must learn to be more loving, more forgiving, and less critical of others. It is wonderful to love someone for who they are, but not for what they have or what he does. Then, when you are on the ship, you will be in the presence of beings of light like yourself, who will help guide you along the way so that there is no danger of losing your way, so to speak. The collective ascension will take place with the help of a spaceship that was built with love and full consciousness. The purpose of this fleet is to assist humankind in its transition from the third to the fifth dimension, without losing any part of its consciousness or individuality during this process. The ship will help you to prepare and carry out your ascension process as smoothly, safely, and effectively as possible, using special technology called vortex. It has been used successfully for decades with thousands of human beings around the world who have chosen to ascend with its help. Messages. Full disclosure has just been authorized according to the Arcturian Council of Five. New purpose for Earth according to Saratoga Ocean. This coming year is going to represent the planetary turning point. The purpose of the planet is about to change. Have you noticed that the people you know are starting to accept more about our world and the enormous amount of changes that are taking place? This seems to coincide with the change of energies in space and our solar system in a repeatable cycle. According to Nemesis, the mystery of life has been solved, and yet poor man is living miserable life because he has not trained his mind to enjoy life. Humans will know the purpose of life and existence. Daily message from Keshe. Love is your natural state. It takes no effort to love when one lives from the heart. However, it takes a lot of energy and determination to hate, worry, and condemn it, simply because it goes against nature. According to Keshe, you are a working sun whose power and pure light are leading this world into a new reality. That is why you are chosen to be part of this great mission. The Cosmic Councils knew that with your presence, the ascension of Earth would be a success. What you are achieving in this life is a badge of honor for your soul for eternity. Jessinger quotes, "The harvest has been prepared and will soon be delivered to the public for consumption. The hunters will become the hunted. How to get rid of a responsibility? There is no escaping God. 6 o'clocks can be dangerous. What advantages could there be if you know the other side's playbook? Waiting for the hammer. Enjoy the show." According to Patricia Cota Robles, the solar flash will occur when awakened humanity adds enough light and love to the planet and transmutes enough of the human warps that are emerging back into light, that will reach a critical mass of the frequency needed to complete our ascension into the full embrace of the new crystalline fifth-dimensional solar Earth that is pulsating within our great central sun. The fight is not over. It's just beginning, says Ezra Cohen. The dark side may not have succeeded in stealing power in 2024, but it is not over. Its infrastructure is still intact, and it will regroup to sabotage the Trump administration. Already, extremist groups are mobilizing to provoke civil unrest, while the media and big tech are working to delegitimize the Trump presidency. Putin said, "The halls are quiet, the bankers are locked in their lair, and the real movers and shakers are busy getting rid of Mr. Trump and the roving gang. There is a lot of movement and little movement. The entire stage is being reorganized to determine what should be done and if it is still valid. The papers are yellowed by the passage of time, and the ways envisioned years ago are no longer viable. Cryptocurrencies are viable, but many don't know how to use them. Keep hanging there. Be patient and know that all is not forgotten nor is all lost by any means. There is intent to move forward." Economy. Trump's mass deportation may increase prices and employment. Europe advocates strengthening trade relations with the US and staying united in the face of Trump's return. China's plan to trap Europe in its green web involves turning Africa into its big factory. Russian scientists create green concrete from coffee grounds. Another submarine telecommunications cable has been cut in the Baltic Sea. This time it is a cable between Sweden and Lithuania. A day earlier, another cable was cut between Finland and Germany. X22 report. The globalists are pulling out all the stops. In the UK, they are planning to steal the land from farmers. Lula is calling for a global tax on citizens. Hochul is imposing a tax to limit the circulation of cars. The economy is crumbling at an accelerated rate. Trump is going to turn things around. Trump's team is going to destroy the central bank. Gold is set to soar. Trump opposes monetary policy. Trump has all the influence and the central bank is in trouble. The Davos Forum pushed for inheritance tax in the UK, and now farmers are fighting back. Europe is subject to a very high tax. The tax side is doing what it does best. It is destroying itself. Ukraine fired missiles at Russia to start a global conflict. They want Russia to respond so that NATO can join to the fight. China has just entered the scene. Germany says the cables that were cut were sabotage. Trump opposes the war. Spain. The passage of the Caetano storm puts 14 regions on alert. Housing prices rise by 6% and reach their highest price in more than 15 years. The defense industry asks for greater autonomy to reduce its dependence on the US. The Bank of Spain estimates that the DANA will subtract 2/10 of the GDP in the fourth quarter. Spanish companies have increased their financing through the capital market by 134% this year. Congress approves raising the saving taxes. The tax reform includes new taxes on banks and multinationals. Spain is the fifth OECD country where tax pressure has grown the most in 13 years. The Supreme Court shakes 54% of dismissals by protecting the right of the worker to defend himself. Emergency doctors warned that crazy honey from the Himalayas can cause intoxication with tachycardia and arrhythmias. The banana artwork stuck to a wall by Mauricio Catalan is sold at auction for almost 6 million euros. Orange juice is suffering a perfect storm. The price has quadrupled on the international money market and it is affecting Spain. The historical average price of use is $1.2 per pound. Now it costs almost $5. The classic breakfast of coffee and cocoa is skyrocketing in price amid the regulatory chaos in the European Union. Cocoa is trading at almost 5 times its historical price, and coffee is twice as expensive as usual on the international market. Cocoa is suffering from excessive rainfall in Africa, and coffee is suffering from a shortage in Brazil. Americas. Cold front number 10 will cause rain in different areas of Mexico. A cold front is expected to cause more rain in Honduras after Tropical Storm Sara. Mexico commemorates the 114th anniversary of its revolution with a parade. Mexico faces a problem due to traffic accidents. Mexico prepares a plan in case Trump begins mass deportations of immigrants. The Chamber of Deputies of Mexico approves the elimination of autonomous organs of the state. Colombia restarts gas exports to Ecuador, mired in an energy crisis. Ecuador declares national emergency due to forest fires, water shortage and drought. Peru approves 33 energy projects in 2024 for more than $1 billion. The BRICS Bank will participate in the alliance against hunger proposed by Lula. Argentina signs a key agreement with Brazil to export gas from Vaca Muerta. The border crossing between Argentina and Paraguay over the Yacyretá Dam has been rehabilitated. The World Bank approves financing for Argentina of $4 billion. Milei manages to drastically reduce inflation and generate a fiscal surplus in 1 year of government. The poverty rate rose 11 points since he came to power and reached 52.9% until June. The country will end the year in recession, but a growth of 4% is predicted in 2025, according to Carlos Asensio. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.